What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny LSX, and we're back with another video, you guys. Right here we have el compa cucaracha del barrio.
Cucaracha de dónde, amigo.
¿Usted es el compa cucaracha, mijo?
No que era primero cajitas y luego...
No. Caquitas is allá when you go to Cali, but right here, when you're here in this city, your compa cucaracha. Este es el compa Caquitas, a.k.a. el compa cucaracha. ¿Qué más?
No, tengo varios apodos, Kaki.
Usted es el compa cucaracha aquí, mijo. ¿Cómo la ve?
No, compa.
Porque el chulo original es el fucking de Arizona chulo. Ese es el chulo original, güey.
No, pues yo soy el pintor, mijo, el pintor de Las Vegas, mijo.
Ay.
La mera verga. como un compa que anda diciendo que los... Por ahí escuché que hay un compa que anda diciendo que los pintores de Las Vegas valen verga.
¿Cuál compa?
No sé, no va a decir nombres, pero ya lo vi por ahí. No sé si será...
No, pues así se enojan cuando when they hit me up to paint their trucks, but I'm bugged, mijo, se enojan.
Se agüitan.
No
saben cómo. Y siempre anda con la misma chamarrita de trucking around, ¿no? Y no cambian.
But anyways, you guys, in this video, we're going to get the truck ready for paint. We have some issues that we have to address before we paint this truck. So most body shops skip this step before painting, and I'm explaining the reasons why they skip it. So basically what we're doing right now is we're applying glazing putty on all over the small little chips and small scratches that the truck has. Most people like to skip this step, like in other body shops, because they think of all the sealer, all the hands of base coat, and then the clear coat. They're gonna go ahead and bury those chips and scratches. For an example, you guys see these little chips right here? They're small little chips. And they think by shooting sealer, their ground coat, their base coat, and clear coat, all those layers of paint, that they're gonna go ahead and disappear. Which, yes, they do, but you're still gonna be able to see them. So basically, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We gotta address all the small little imperfections that this truck has before we go ahead and start masking and shooting the paint. For an example, on this side, we gotta fix all these little issues throughout the entire truck. So that is exactly what we're gonna be doing today. We have to go piece by piece, basically panel by panel. I gotta start with the fender, go through it from the bottom all the way to the top, move on to the passenger door, move on to the cab, move on to the bed, all the way from the bottom, all the way to the top, address the small little issues. I mean, those little chips, they're small, they're baby. You could hardly see them, you guys, all the way around, but we like to fix them, even though you can't really feel them, but you could see them. We still got to fill them in. I don't know why other body shops, they like to skip this step, but me personally, I like to address all the issues so it gives us a nice finished product at the end once everything's painted. And Chulo went ahead and got started on applying some areas, but I still got to go over them, double check his work, because Chulo is still learning. I'm still teaching him. He's not a master yet. He's ¿cómo se dice, Chulo? A rookie.
A rookie. Ya, pero acá le eché, como ven, acá le eché mucho porque todavía los hoyotes se parecían los que, como el de que tengo.
No son hoyos, son baby chips and
Baby
scratches.
chips? Oh, baby
no,
chips and scratches.
Chulo. Como que unos hoyotes.
Pero parecía que tenía, yo digo como unos, como los gatos acá que tenía así todos los hoyos que tengo acá en los dientes de
Toda la masa, mijo.
Sí, pero mira, acá tenía hartos chiquitos y les eché spot putty. No se echan muy bien, pero estoy aprendiendo.
Yeah, so basically what we're using is red spot putty. Yes, there's other products that you could use, like glaze. There's different colors of spot putty. There's black, there's white, there's gray, there's red, there's even pink. There's all types of color, but the one I like using is the red one. Basically, the red pops out and you can see where all the areas are. If I were to put white glazing putty, it'll be hard to see over this light gray primer. But anyways, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be addressing all those issues. And then once we fill them in, we gotta let them dry, go back and wet sand, block them off, make sure they're flat. You're not able to see them or feel them anymore. And then we're gonna go ahead and mask the whole truck, getting it ready, because on the next video, it's time to paint this truck. On the color, guys, we do not know what color we're gonna be shooting yet. I still got to message the owner of the truck, Otto, aka Chulo's dad, and ask him what color does he want to go with. Either he wants to stick with the black or he wants to do a different color. Because the time is running up, I got to get this truck out because we have 2 more trucks that are already in line. For example, we have the white crew cab from California. What's his name?
Extended cab.
Extended cab, yeah. Extended cab.
G-Touch detailing.
G-Touch detailing. And then we also have another truck that we painted about 2 years ago or a year and a half. I don't know the exact time frame. We did a complete color change, exotic color, and the customer crashed the truck. He blew off the hood, the fender, the bumper, and the cladding. So we got to do that one as well. So those are the last two trucks we're going to be doing for 2024. And that's not including the burnout truck. We have to get it for next year's show season. Like Chulo mentioned.
I was thinking maybe by New Year's around there, like to close off the year good.
Yeah, we got to work on my burnout truck as well. And not only that, we have New Year's coming up and Christmas and Chulo's birthday. He turns 14 in a couple weeks. But anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to apply this this red spot putty throughout the whole truck and then how to block it. So basically what we need to do this type of job is the red spot putty and also a blade. I like using a blade, not the big spatulas or the plastic one, just a blade. So we could apply it nice and it fills in that little deep pinholes and light scratches.
Ya, mi rey, te la doy cerrada porque si no te cortas como la otra vez.
Yo no me corté, Chulo.
A lo mejor luego te equivoques y como estás
No.
como yo, le vas a...
Estás bien pendejo, Chulo. A ver, ¿cómo te cortabas?
Así.
Ay, güey. Me quitaron mi Nintendo. A ver, ¿cómo haces? No mames, Chulo. Si eres capaz, güey.
Ya mi loco sí, güey, pero sí consiste.
Bien, cri, ya sí te la jalas, ¿no?
No, cri, no.
Ya no. ¿Cómo lo haces con el foquito, Chulo? ¿Cómo?
No, pero es que...
Pero... But you said it has to be hella hot or what?
No, it has to be medium, because if you heat it up overheated, that's just bad, no good.
Pero ¿cómo le pegabas?
No,
¿Cómo? How you light it up?
They light it like that. See how they do it like that? And some niggas look at it, they eyeball it, they look at it and make sure it's burning right.
And how do you blow it? Chulo. No, hombre. Tú sí te drogabas bien, ¿no? Como te digo, si te vas a drogar, drógate bien, ¿no?
Hasta que quedes loco, hasta que te huele la cabeza, hasta que ya no tengas brain cells.
¿Qué te mueve, Chulo? El sistema, ¿cómo?
Para que te alborotes, pues, ya mi hijo ya lleva un Red Bull.
No, pero ¿cómo dices? ¿Un sistema neurológico? ¿Cómo
El sistema neurológico, pues da todo lo que da para que perico de todo, pero no.
¿Un cóctel?
Un cóctel, pero esa madre se daño porque al rato no.
Ajá.
Sí.
No, Chulo. Oh, no, hombre, mijo.
No, pero eso ya no las drogas, no me gustan a mí.
¿Ya no te drogas tanto?
Ya no me drogo, güey.
I could have swore I saw you hitting the perico like 3 weeks ago, güey.
¡Wey!
With Oscar, nigga.
That's what you're talking about?
No, hombre, Chulo. That's why I gotta take care of Chulo. O si no, what did the doctor say? Si te sigues drogando, ¿vas a quedar como?
Carnalito,
¿Vas a quedar como?
Carnalito, y tío, vas a tener que empezar por mí, güey. Aunque se suene como risa, güey, pero es la tristemente realidad si sigo fumando.
¿Que vas a quedar carnalito?
Loco, psiquis.
What is that?
Ya, que te tengan que casi comete con un niño chiquito, así como soy ahorita, que me estás cuidando nomás. que no me ponga a fumar, nada.
Pero ya psiquis ya te cagas solo y todo, como
sí,
niño.
Güey, como los niños, güey, regresas a como si tuvieras unos 3 años, pero la gente quiere que me entrevistes, mijo, pues hay que entrevistarme, ¿no?
A ver, una entrevista, Chulo, a ver, ¿cómo te llamas?
No, mi nombre real es Sebastián, por los que no sabían.
I thought your name was Gabriel, güey.
Oh, that's my middle name.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
Tengo 19, pero igualmente de 12 años. No, pero ya fuera...
¿Y con quién trabajas?
Con Johnny de los pintores de Las Vegas. El pintor más chico de Las Vegas.
¿Y qué hacías con él?
El amor.
No, hombre, Chulo. ¿Y cuántos años te drogabas?
No, pues yo de los días, mijo, pues no es nada. No.
¿Y cuántos años estabas encarcelado en el rehab?
1 año y 3 veces, mijo.
No, you're tripping. It was 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, it was 3.
14, 15, and 16.
That's 3 years.
Oh, damn, that's a long time. No, but aside,
You were just locked up last year también, güey.
Yeah.
You did a month, though.
Yeah, a month, but
And then what happened? Next time you go, they said a year, no?
no, forever.
Oh, your mom said forever?
Yeah, forever. So that's why I gotta stay clean and.
And what happens when you go in there forever, way? You think I'll
Damn.
be able to go visit you?
No.
¿Neta?
Maybe you will, cause you nunca me enseñaste nada malo. Pues a lo mejor a ti sí te da la quebrada, pero no, o sea, otros güeyes no creo que no. Porque, bueno, así que nada más me piseaban a mi hijo, voy a decir.
Damn, chulo.
No,
No,
pero-
pues ponte pilas, mijo, porque allá encerrado en rehab forever está cabrón, ¿no?
Y luego la chueca ya la vas hasta las 2 a topear, ¿no? No, pero ya fuera de cura y de everything aside, we are gonna, I think la gente quiere, pues me vas a entrevistar ya, la neta, y vamos a hacer buena, esa no va a ser una mini entrevista, pero vamos a hacer una acá ya donde las voy a sentar ya a contar de toda mi vida, porque pues como que la gente...
You remember your whole life, chulo?
Sí, pues como que la gente quiere es bien chismosa y quiere saber la neta.
Quieren saber
Vamos a la realidad.
quieren saber qué tipo de drogas te drogaban y todo.
No, pues a veces hay muchas casos porque a veces, ustedes no saben por qué, pero al rato les voy a explicar poco a poco por qué.
Porque se te va la señal y todo.
Y porque todo, mijo, al rato les voy a explicar bien a todos porque como que a veces nada más me dicen que mongol y critican, pero no saben a ver realmente qué pedo conmigo. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Sí, mami,
Sí, pues
chulo.
no, pues ya es hora para que la gente empiece a respetar, porque...
¿A respetar?
Y como que a veces-
Ay, no pides nada, perro.
No, pues como que a veces ya se vuela, mijo. El otro día estaba mirando 2, 3 comentarios que como que ya se está pasando. Y yo no soy bien llevadito así con ellos. Yo nada más hago con mi jale, pero nada, vamos a trabajar en la troca. Vamos a dejar de estar haciendo wiri wiri porque ya... me la voy a llevar así.
Anyways, it's time to apply the red spot putty. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. All right, so we got our blade open up, and then we have a red spot putty. We're gonna apply some red spot putty on the blade, and we're gonna look at the areas that have small little pinholes. Let me see, for example, there's one right there that Chulo missed, another one, and a couple right here. We're gonna go ahead and fill those in. You can't even feel them, you guys, at all, because they're so small, but those are small little issues. If I back away, you can't even see them, but up close, you could definitely see them. But those are all the issues I like to fix here at the shop. A lot of other body shops, they like to skip this step because it's time consuming. But no, we like to address everything. So when it's time to return the truck to the customer, they're happy and satisfied. And you know, we do a good job, ¿sí o no?
Sí, porque al rato andan hablando, tío. De por sí, luego les encanta tirar mierda a la gente y luego, si no hacen su jale bien, pues van a agarrarse de eso y...
Yeah.
está cabrón.
But anyways, let's go ahead and start applying. Go ahead and apply a red spot putty just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And just take your time with it. Fill them in. All of them. Make sure you don't miss anything. Para que el cliente se vaya bien y, you know, so he could be a torta pounder.
¿Feliz como una lombriz?
Feliz con una lombriz. Puede levantar unas chiqui babies con la mamalona. Just keep applying. This stuff dries on its own. And yes, you could shoot over it without, you know, re-primering. It is paintable, shrink resistant, crack resistant, all that good stuff.
Oye, parece como la masa de mis dientes, mijo.
Neta, too?
Sí, parece como la masa de mis dientes.
So basically that's what I'm doing, just applying red spot putty on the entire pinholes. These small imperfections come from when they molded, the street concept molded this piece. This is the imperfections that the mold has, so don't think it's because we forgot to do the body work. No, these are the small imperfections that the hood have and that you have to address. But like I mentioned, other shops, they like to skip this step. I don't. I like to address them, fix them. So when you're painting, you get a nice finished product. ¿Sí o no, mi chulo?
Sí, porque quede bien acá de caché.
A lot of other shops, they don't use this stuff. I don't know. This stuff is inexpensive. You could buy it two for $10. Depending on the brand. The one that we're using is by 3M. 3M makes good products. I used to work with them when I first started a lot. They used to send me a lot of their products for review and to use. So I went ahead and applied more on the other small little areas that Chulo forgot to address. But that's basically what we're gonna continue doing. Let's go ahead and get started with, let's see, there's nothing on the top piece of this hood right here. Let's do this fender right quick. I like to go pieces by pieces, check them from the top all the way from the bottom, start filling them in. and all that good stuff. Up next, let's go ahead and do this fender right here. So up next on the fender, you guys, same deal. Grab a little bit and see and feel. For example, I found one already right here. This is good product. It's UV protected, crack resistant, shrink resistant. It's paintable. It dries fast. It lasts up to, according to the website, it lasts like 10 to 15 years, depends on the climate. And these are small little scratches, like I mentioned, small little pinholes, nothing too crazy, like, oh, you missed a whole bunch of body work. No, this is just little scratches, like hairline scratches. You can't even feel them at all. Your nail can't even catch them. So don't think, oh, you missed all those areas while doing body work. No, you guys. These are small little imperfections that I'm addressing. Let's go ahead and move on to another panel. Let's move on to the door. Now on the door, there's not a really lot of scratches or anything at all that I see. Just this baby one. Zoom in, Chulo, come over here. Look how small that one is.
Damn, you can't even see her.
Go in closer, Cholo. Sin miedo, mijo. Look at that. Compared to the razor blade, look how small that thing is. Like I mentioned, let's go ahead and fill them in. You can't even feel those, you know? But like I said, I like to fill them in. I don't like to leave no pinholes, no little baby chips, fine line scratches, nothing. I like to address everything before we start shooting. I'm basically double checking the work. That's basically it for the door. I don't see nothing else. Looks good. Now let's continue towards the bed on the driver's side. Let's go. I quedó la troca. Went ahead and finished the driver's side on Otto's truck from the back all the way to the front. Addressed those small fine line little scratches, the little pinholes. Like I showed you guys, they're so small you can't even feel them, but you could definitely see them because the guide code, that's what the guide code is as well. So it marks you all the little small imperfections. But basically the same concept that I did on the driver's side, you got to do towards the passenger side as well. And yes, a lot of people skip this step because it's time consuming, it's tedious, and you know, it's extra work. But us here at the Painters, we like to address them now, then deal with them later down the road. I know you guys are gonna get excited to see your truck painted, to get it painted, to paint it. And you guys just wanna go ahead and just skip this step and just paint it and call it a day. But no, you guys, don't skip this step, because the finished results after you paint it will look so good, so amazing. Imagine you get a fresh paint job and then you start seeing small little pinholes or small little fine line scratches that the body shop didn't miss. No, I like to do this on all the customers. Doesn't matter if they're low budget paint, mid-range or high range, custom paint or same color or factory colors. I always do this on everything because the final results that you get are incredible. So anyways, the same thing I did on the driver's side, I'm gonna go ahead and do towards the passenger side. And once this stuff dries and hardens, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to block them and how they look like once they're filled in and all that good stuff. Go ahead and continue with the passenger side. Once I get that done, I'll show you an update on how everything looks. Time to give you guys an update. We went over the entire truck. All the little pinholes and fine scratches got filled in. Up next, what Chulo's doing right now is blocking. He's actually doing the water method. There's two ways you could do it. You could do it wet, you could do it dry. The tools that you need is gonna be a block. We use a Durablock. And then what you wanna go ahead and get is your, excuse the mess. I don't know what happened right here. You wanna go ahead and get your, where's it at? Your 600 grit. Yeah, we're running low, Chulo. Want to go ahead and get your 600 grit. Slap your the sandpaper on the block. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Go ahead and place your block on the sandpaper. Go ahead and get this thing on there and right. Nope. You gotta put the sandpaper on there, right, Chulo? Ya te enseñé, just like that. Big shout out to Chulo for helping us. Make sure your sandpaper's on there. Fold the corners. Make sure they stick onto the block. This block is still wet from yesterday's video. Oh my God. Technical difficulties. Just like that, you could start sanding them dry. Block them. Get your block them nice and flat. And this is exactly what we filled in. You see that little thing right there? Nice and filled. You can't even see it. Look at that. That little thing right there. That baby one, that's what we filled in. These up here, we can still block them right here. These will go away. Just like that. And the way that Chulo's doing it, he's actually doing it with water so the sandpaper doesn't clog up. And so it sands quicker and so you don't leave no scratches. But basically that's what we got to do to the entire truck.
That's what the water...
Look at that. So that's what it filled in right there. This is what it filled in over here. Right there.
You gotta go lightly, remember, because...
Make sure you double check your work, Chulo.
Yeah.
Because there's some areas that you can still fill them.
Go back and...
Look at that.
Give it a...
Right here, you knocked it off too much. So we got to refill that one. This one got filled in.
It was actually...
What happened?
It was my mistake. No me esperé y me pasé.
It was still wet, Chulo. Okay.
Okay, yeah, but...
There's some area, let me see. Chulo filling that one. There's some areas that Chulo messed up, but no pasa nada. We'll refill them and block them because they're still wet.
It's okay.
But some areas did get filled in. For example, right there, this one, that one. Those small little ones got filled in. Look at that. You can't even see them, but like I mentioned already, you have to address them. So what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna go ahead and block the whole truck with our 600 wet sandpaper. All the areas gotta get hit and then double checked again. And then some areas, for example, right here, have to get addressed once again because it was still wet. Chulo went ahead and sanded it on accident. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and help him and I'm gonna give you the last and final update. And that's gonna be it for this video. Tomorrow, we're gonna show you how to mask the truck and then start spraying. ¿Sí o no?
Sí, amigo, porque ya es hora que ya la llevamos a casita.
Let's go home, eat some menudo, and that'll be it.
Está tu menudo.
A ver, ¿dónde está?
Menudo.
A ver.
Acá está. ¿Qué hace frío, amigo?
Ahorita los tienen los huevos metidos hasta adentro, ¿no?
Hasta creo que lo traigo por allá.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and give Chulo a hand, double check everything, and address the areas that have to get refilled. And then that's basically it. Let me go ahead and get started.
Alright guys, as you guys can see, we already blocked the top. Y se ve fácil, pero no está como se ve, pero... Hay para compa que sigue diciendo de las toallas, mira. Ya están las toallas nuevas, papá.
Para el compa Max, dice que según no tenemos toallas aquí en el taller, mira, mijo. Tenemos 100. Si ocupa uno para limpiarse ahí el fondillo, pasa aquí al taller, mijo.
Y ya deje la vieja. ya haga sus huevos, no deja que la vieja lo mande a usted. Ay,
¿Cómo que?
estoy castigado, que no puedo salir.
¿Cómo
No.
que Max ya tiene pelos en los huevos y la vieja anda ahí dominando?
¿Qué fue?
Le dicen el dominador.
No, y dice que está componiendo la copa de la troca de Street Concept, pero yo no creo, yo creo
¿Quién
que...
sabe? ¿Quién sabe,
Puro
mijo?
wiri wiri que va a sacar los
Max,
videos.
Max, no sé qué pedo, ese hombre no le gusta tener
se abre-
amistad, se abre mucho ese compa, ¿no?
Se abre de mal, güey.
Uno quiere ser compañeros y compas
No,
del Max,
pues, we
pero
wanna
como
put
que...
him on, but he don't want
Pero
to.
se abre el
Pues
compa.
es que para darle el rodeo no tienes que andar así, tienes que andar vergas, ¿no?
Ah,
Yo
huevo,
por eso
mijo.
vamos acá con el rodeo, no soy como aquel payaso que... Déjame, voy, ay, sí, nada más me fui 3-4 días a California y ya me está regañando la vieja. ¿Cómo se-
Neta. But anyways, that was the most important part that you guys got to do before painting the truck, you guys. Like I mentioned already multiple times, a lot of body shops. And I know because I've been to a couple body shops when I first started off. I've been visiting body shops. I have friends that have body shops and friends that do this at their home. And I know how they work. So I know pretty much everything on how they work. And they always miss this step or they don't like doing it because it's time consuming, and their excuse is by that time I'm already shooting clear coat, those little small imperfections, those pinholes.
They do pop out in the paint.
Yeah,
actually.
those small imperfections, pinholes, those light scratches, the clear is gonna go ahead and cover them. Yes, they do, but once everything dries in a month or 2, when it cures from the ground all the way to the top layer of the paint, you're gonna start seeing those scratches. So make sure you guys, the tube only costs about $10. I'll leave it down in the description, and it's just to fill in these small little pinholes, you guys. That's basically it that you gotta do, is just address them, fix them, and address them while you're at these stages, because when it's time to shoot your paint and you're clear, once you get that finished product, you're gonna start noticing those little detalles. And like I mentioned, I've been seeing other painters on YouTube, they don't really use this material, they don't like using it, they just skip it. They rather fill them in with Bondo and with Bondo glazing. Yes, that's the way you could do it, but that takes more time. You gotta mix it up, your part A, part B, apply it, sand it, re-primer everything, re-block it. Just go ahead and use this glazing putty. And the good part about this product, it doesn't shrink, it doesn't crack, and it's UV resistant, and it lasts up to 10 or 15 years. Depends on how you guys take care of your guys' paint. Most of you guys will crash a truck before it even hits the 3rd year, no, Chulo?
The 3rd year at least.
Yeah, so anyways, that's it on this video. Like always, you guys, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's not only mine, it's also Chulo. He's in it as well. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys learned something new off of all these videos that I'm uploading. And comment down below what you guys want to see on the next videos. I know most of you guys want to get to know Chulo a little bit more, a little bit of his back history and all that good stuff. If you guys want me to do a video like that, comment down below some questions you guys want to know about Chulo. For example, how he got introduced to the sauce, to the drogas, and all that good stuff. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe once again. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.